Coming up, Sisters in Arms, young war widows traveling the country learning to live again. And Bob Woodruff will report. President Obama made an unscheduled visit to Arlington National Cemetery today, where he paid respects to those who've received the Medal of Honor. And the president laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns, joined by 4 medal recipients. Tonight we have the story of some exceptional women forever linked to the military. They are young war widows, wives who were just starting their married lives when their husbands were killed in Afghanistan or Iraq. Despite their grief, they are reaching out and traveling the country, joining with other widows in common sorrow, with resolve to remake their lives. Bob Woodruff reports.
It was a send-off fit for heroes. With all the trappings of a military parade, war widows Taryn Davis and Nicole Hart were escorted through San Marcos, Texas, as they began a cross-country mission to connect with other women who lost their husbands to war.
We're going all the way up to Colorado. On the East Coast, we're going to go all the way up to Fort Drum, New York.
Their custom-painted RV is a moving wall of tribute, displaying the names of more than 4,000 of the fallen from Iraq and Afghanistan, including their husbands, Sergeant David Hart and Corporal Michael Davis.
I saw them walking over. One of them had his head down, the other one was shaking.
It was nearly 2 years ago that 2 soldiers approached Davis's San Marcos home with devastating news.
The words that I think are just burned into every widow and widower's mind: the Secretary of Defense regrets to inform you.
Michael and Taryn were high school sweethearts. At 21, she became a war widow.
I remember his roommate, he called me and he said, he was really proud of you, Taryn. He's so proud of you and everything you did. And when he said that, and he was saying was, I think that's when it hit me that he wasn't coming home.
Hundreds gathered to mourn Michael's passing, yet Taryn felt utterly alone.
There's so many things I never thought I'd be able to get through. And I just, you just want to end your life at some points.
She was desperate to talk to others who could understand, so she set off across the country, meeting 6 other widows and documenting their stories of love and tragedy.
He looks so much like his dad that I can't even look at him at times.
It's hard for people to just see you as a person now, instead of, oh, a widow, you're a widow.
Every 5th of the month, tie a little note to the balloon, send it up to Daddy. Let him go! Let him go!
While making the film, Davis realized how much the widows could help each other, so she created an online support network, calling it the American Widow Project. And last year, Davis arranged retreats that featured zip lining, river tubing, and surfing lessons.
It's about still finding a way to have fun, even though our husbands are gone, finding a way to still live.
And now Davis is hitting the open road, going door to door in military towns.
Nice to meet you.
Reaching out to this ever-growing band of sisters, offering compassion and hope.
Hi, dude. Give me a call.
And most of all, the comfort of knowing they are not alone. Bob Woodruff, ABC News, San Marcos, Texas.
And you can follow the American Widow Project's journey and find out more about the women who are part of it. You can do that by going to our website, abcnews.com.